Muscle isn't just for bodybuilders. It's not just for looks. It is for life. If you lose it, you lose movement, metabolism, strength, and freedom. But why exactly should everyone be growing muscle? When we eat carbohydrates, the body breaks them down into glucose, call it sugar, which enters the blood. If too much sugar stays in the blood, it can damage our organs. That's what happens in diabetic people. But here's the good news. Muscle tissue soaks up that sugar. Muscle cells use that sugar for energy or store it as glycogen. The more muscles we have, the more active it is, the more sugar our bodies can pull out of the bloodstream, naturally without needing a lot of insulin. Muscles protect our joint. They act like shock absorbers and stabilizers for our joints. When we move, walk, run, lift or twist our joints, like the knees, hips and shoulders, these take the load. If you don't have enough muscle, your joints take the stress alone. That's what leads to joint pain, inflammation, faster wear and tear, or arthritis. But if you have strong muscles, they absorb the impact, support the joint, and control the movement, like ropes pulling down a bridge to keep it stable. Think of your knees like a hinge on the door. If the door is heavy, but the screws are loose, call them weak muscles, the hinge gets damaged. But if you tighten the screws, call them strong quads or hamstrings, the hinge or the joint stays safe. Muscles do strengthen our bones. Here's how. When you use your muscle, especially in strength training or weight-bearing exercises, they pull your bones. That pulling alone sends the signal to your bones. Hey, we need to handle more force. In response, the body builds bones that are thicker, denser, and stronger. No movement is equal to weak signals. Weaker signals are equal to weaker bones. And the more muscle mass we have, the more calories we burn just by sitting down. Muscle literally controls our metabolism. The harsh truth here, though, is after 30, we lose 3 to 5% of our muscles each decade that passes by, unless we fight back. This is why older people fall, break bones, and lose their independence. Muscle loss or sarcopenia is one of the strongest predictors of early death. Not even diseases, but just lack of strength. Muscle does not only change your body, they do change your mind too. Training increases dopamine, it builds confidence, discipline, resilience in a world full of anxiety and depression. But the question you should be asking is, how exactly do we build muscle? Easy. The answer is, train with resistance, lift weights, use bands or body weight, eat enough protein, aim for at least 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight. Get your sleep in, 7 to 9 hours a night should be the magic. Staying consistent, your body adapts over time, not overnight. Muscle is the armor against life. It makes you harder to kill, harder to break, and harder to slow down. If you don't build it now, you'll wish you had when you needed it. Train not just for looks, but simply for longevity. Subscribe, train smart, stay strong. Muscle is life. Coach Austin for the Unlocked podcast. I see you on the next one. Peace.